It is another wonderful day God had bestowed upon us. I'm Unizel Estuanda, BSNet student, and today we will be learning speech impairment. So, what is speech impairment? One of the main ways we interact with each other is through speech. However, our capacity to communicate can be significantly impacted by an impairment of speech. Speech impairments in childhood is said to have a negative influence on social development. The consequences of untreated speech-language problems are significant and may lead to behavioral challenges such as social isolation, embarrassment, and shame. It can also lead to mental health problems, reading difficulties, and academic failure. Speech impairments can be mild, such as occasionally mispronouncing certain words, to severe, such as being not able to utter words or produce speech. According to Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, known as IDEA, speech or language impairment means a communication disorder such as stuttering, impaired articulation, a language impairment, or a voice impairment that adversely affect the child's educational performance. Speech-language deficits are most common childhood disabilities and affect about 1 in 12 children or 5% to 8% of preschool children. Even though there are numbers of intervention, such problems are ones that are least well detected. So there are 3 types of speech impairments, each with their own sets and characteristics. The 3 types are articulation disorders, fluency disorders, and voice disorders. First is the articulation disorder. Articulation disorders are characterized by the distortion of absence of speech sounds. An example of an articulation disorder is trouble pronouncing blended sounds.
So a child who has trouble with this may incorrectly pronounce spaghetti as spaghetti or substitute W for an R like rabbit to wabbit, or omitting sounds such as school for school or adding sounds to words.
So the next one is the fluency disorder, also known as disfluency. This is characterized by interruption or break in the normal flow of speech, such as stuttering. Another example is the false start, which is when you say something but stop in the middle of your sentence and restart with a new thought. For example, it is super hot outside. They may also repeat the sound like the, daddy, or prolong consonants such as sometimes I like to eat broccoli. Get it? Then let's move on to the last one, which is the voice disorders. This is characterized by impairments in the voice, including loudness, vocal quality, and pitch. For example, throat cancer can decrease the quality of pitch of your voice and make it difficult for others to understand you. Cause of speech disorders can include brain damage due to a stroke or head injury, muscle weakness, damaged vocal cords, a degenerative disease such as Parkinson's disease, dementia, cancer that affect the mouth or throat, and ASD, which is autism spectrum disorder, Down syndrome, and hearing loss. Families, teachers, and medical professionals can recognize speech disorders by identifying the common symptoms such as unintelligible speech, sound omission, sound substitution, sound addition, gesturing to communicate, and strange speech or volume. Many speech disorders cannot be cured, but by receiving speech and language therapy with a licensed speech pathologist, many children and adults can improve their speech or adopt to alternative communication methods. Indeed, there is no overnight cure for speech impairment. Freedom of speech disorder is a long-term journey and goal, and the journey requires dedication, perseverance, and patience. That would be all. Thank you.